Hey y'all, this is a beautiful Saturday afternoon in mid-November. We've already had our 2 days of winter, now we're back to fall, and I want to take this opportunity to transplant a couple more shrubs in my yard. I transplanted a shrub that I playfully called a diva because she gave me so much trouble during the summer because she was constantly drooping and wilting and couldn't get enough water. Well, I have some more of the divas that I want to transplant into a new spot close to the original diva, and I think that they'll be happier in that spot. But first, I need to dig the new hole, so when I dig the shrubs out of their old hole, they won't skip a beat. Let's go do that. Unfortunately, I don't have Jeb with me today to dig the holes. Unfortunate for me, fortunate for him. There's lots of tree roots back here too. We'll see if I can make this happen. I have tried 3 different shovels and my pruners. I'm just hitting roots galore. I'm losing daylight. I'm just gonna have to pick this up tomorrow. But what I am gonna do, I'm gonna kind of soak this area. Just put the water hose on and sort of let the water drain. And maybe if I soak this area, it'll kind of loosen the soil up a little bit, and maybe I'll have an easier time digging tomorrow. We'll see. Today is a new day. Getting started back on trying to dig these holes. Today, when I started digging these holes, I used every shovel that I could find. Let's go, Rebel. Let's get these holes done. Yeah, so what I did was I wet this whole area down last night when I realized I couldn't possibly finish digging these holes. And so that really helped. a big old piece of, I don't know, rock, sandstone, something. This is going to take a minute. And I'm just have to go put my hair up. It's kind of humid out here. I cannot do this with hair sticking to the back of my neck. Be right back. I think that this hole is deep and wide enough now for me to dig up the other shrub and transplant it here. Now the shrub that I am digging up and moving to this spot is called Illicium. It's a Florida Sunshine Illicium, and they are shade shrubs. And the good thing about these shade shrubs is that they are supposed to keep a yellow color, which makes a shady area have a kind of a bright pop of color. Most of the time shady areas are green. You know, green, you may have a little variegation of green in there, but this yellow is supposed to bring a pop. The area that I had this original diva shrub, she got too much afternoon sun. And also, during their first year of being in the ground, they're kind of puny as far as wilting. You have to stay on top of them with the water. And she definitely got too much afternoon sun blaring on her for her to be happy there for a long time. But she's doing pretty good in this spot. But I want to show you two other Florida Sunshine Illiciums that I have in my yard. And I want you to see the difference in them. This is the one that I transplanted a couple of weeks ago that I lovingly called the Diva. And see how she has kind of a yellow pop of color to her. She gets a good bit of sunshine in the morning right here and then shade in the afternoon. So I think this will be a good spot for her. When you see that color, you mainly think yellow with a little bit of green undertone. It's pretty. This is another one that I bought, and it's right outside my kitchen window. But you can tell that it is more green than yellow, and I think that is because it does not get enough sun. If it were to get more sun, it would be a more yellow color. So I'm going to move this one, but I have another one I want to show you that's the exact opposite. Okay, this is the third one that I'm talking about. And it has a pretty pop of yellow color. But I think that this one gets too much sun because you can tell. You see how bleached out that is? I think that's an indication, and plus it's kind of burned there. It's an indication that it's getting too much sun. So I'm going to move this one too. I'm telling you, it looks quite handsome right here, right now. Besides the little leaf scorch and the faded out leaves. But I am going to move this one too. If I can just dig that hole. This is the very, very original Florida Sunshine Illicium. It's also called an anise shrub because when you kind of crush the leaves, yeah, it sort of smells like licorice or something, and therefore the deer don't like it. But this is the very original one that I put in the ground, and this is in a shady area, and it has really taken to this spot. But you can see the yellow color that this one has as compared to this Illicium. You see, it has the same leaf shape. It has the same anise smell, but this one is not the Florida Sunshine one. This one is just called Illicium parvifolium. But it does well here too. Hear the church bells? Isn't that beautiful? Oh my gosh, y'all. It's 2 days later, and I promise I'm going to get these shrubs transplanted today. Things just popped up and happened, and I just could not make it work. But that's how it is. That's how it is for all of us, I'm sure. we have good intentions to get things done in a timely manner, but things just happen and take us away. But today's the day. It's happening right now. Let's go. Hey, I wanted to show y'all this. I happened upon something kind of weird looking in this little shade flower bed yesterday, and I meant to record it right then and show you, but like I said, things happen and I couldn't get my act together. But it caught the corner of my eye and I thought, what in the world is that? And then I looked at it closer and it's pretty gnarly looking. But I just want to tell you, it's good. It's good to have stuff like this in your garden. It means that your soil is thriving and it's a host to all kinds of bacteria and fungal things, funguses that's good for your soil and helps with decay and breakdown. And sometimes these things can look a little but they're good. They're good. So don't freak out if you ever see something like this in your yard. All right, that's it. Yeah, yesterday when I saw it, it was standing up. And, you know, looks a little unsightly, maybe a little obscene even. But it's just a fungus, like a mushroom that, you know, is in the ground. In fact, some stuff that I have seen come up in my yard is real kind of like, amoeba-like, will just, you know, take up space across the little flower bed like that. And that stuff is called, people call it, and don't think I'm gross for saying this, but it's called dog vomit. And I'm not exactly sure what this one is, but see, it comes from the soil. And I'm sure it has all kinds of good mycorrhizae and look how deep that goes, and bacteria, and that the living organisms in the soil feed off of. Or anyway, it's all good. So don't freak out if you see something like this in your yard. I promise it's not. It looks worse than it is. It's really good. So I'm just going to kind of cover it up with some leaves so we don't have to, like, stare at it anymore. But it's good. Ooh, do y'all hear those acorns hitting my tin roof? It's fall. Okay, I asked Google Lens what exactly that thing is. And it says it is a stinkhorn mushroom. Stinkhorns are a type of fungus. They are saprobic, meaning they feed on decaying organic matter like wood debris and are often found in forests, mulch gardens, or sawdust piles. The mature fruiting body is characterized by a long spongy stalk and a bell-shaped cap covered in an olive green, foul-smelling spore slime. The unpleasant smell attracts flies and other insects, which help to disperse the spores. So, how about that? A science lesson today. Okay, I'm about to go get that other diva over there that's in too much shade, and I'm thinking when I put it right here, it'll look a little more yellow than green. I hope so. Okay, looking at these side by side, you can see that this one has been in more shade. It's more green. And this one has been in more sun, so it's more yellow. The brand of this is called, it's a First Editions plant, and it is called Banana Appeal Small Anise Tree. Wow, you'll love it. Anise-scented, luminescent yellow gold foliage shines in the landscape. Compact, deer-resistant, disease-resistant, well-behaved anise tree. Makes the perfect accent plant in shade gardens. And that is correct. Perfect. I have one more of these shrubs that I would like to transplant to this area, but I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, I'm not going to be able to dig a hole in that spot. Now, if Jeb or Danny will do that for me, we'll do it. But as for me digging that hole today, it's not happening. I've got some other things to do, so let's go do that. Now, as for what I'm going to put in this hole where that anise shrub just came from right there, I think I'm just going to get some more ferns, like autumn ferns. Maybe, I think I already have a Carex Everillo that I could probably put back there. So this kind of plant and that kind of plant does well right here. It just gets so very little sunshine in this spot until other things just don't do all that well. So, did you see that acorn just fall? If it hit me in the head, that'd hurt. Ah! I gotta get out of here. Anyway, ferns right there. I'll have to get some. In case y'all were wondering, in my opinion, fall really is the best time to plant and transplant things. I live in Zone 8A, Mississippi, and today is the middle of November. This November 17th, I think, and it is a cool 68 degrees. It's overcast. It's just perfect. It's a perfect day to get those plants in the ground or move those plants. It's perfect because the plants will experience less stress due to nice temperatures, and the gardener won't have so much stress either. It's wonderful. It's a wonderful time. So if y'all have the opportunity, get out and do some stuff in your yard. Transplant something. Just move some stuff around for the heck of it. It's kind of what I'm doing. This is the next area where I want to transplant something, but first, look at this. This is the oak leaf hydrangea that Jeb planted for me right here. Look how pretty. Look at those pretty fall colors. And look at this. This is a knockout rose. Trying to have a little flower on it. Isn't that pretty? And then that is the that's hedra that I transplanted. It's called Angiostar That's hedra by Southern Living. So hopefully it'll do better right there. But this is, oh yeah, and look at that oak leaf hydrangea. It's been there for years and years and years. It was there when we bought this house. But I have a row of boxwoods that I want to make into like a hedge, and I have a gap right here. So I was thinking that I have some in another area of my garden beds. I thought I would dig those up and transplant them to this spot right here to fill this gap. And I think today is a perfect day to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and dig these holes. This soil is so much easier to dig. Ooh, there's a nice root. It's not attached to anything. When we started this bed, we used the sheet mulch method where you put down cardboard and then cover it with mulch and wood chips and stuff. And initially, we just put 1, 2, I think all I had was 5 boxwoods at the time. So we put those in here, and then we planted some of those roses. And since then, I've planted another boxwood. But comparing today's digging to the initial digging when we created this bed, night and day. I'm telling you, wood chips, getting some organic material onto the surface is the way to go. It makes, over time, that breaks down and it softens and conditions your soil, and it makes digging so much easier. So that's the way to do it. Get a little bit warm. I'm looking for a couple of boxwoods that I can transplant. Oh, I see one that I know I'm gonna get. I wish you would look at all this garden gold. All of these leaves. Ooh, they just keep falling, falling, falling. Danny will mulch them up with the lawnmower into little shards, and I'll put them on my flower beds. I think that helps. I love it. I love thinking that I'm doing something good for my soul, just using elements from nature. That's the first one I'm gonna dig up. I put that there, I don't know, before I had all this other stuff planted. But you can't even see it now. Looks good. Now I just need 2 more. You're supposed to dig the hole twice as wide as the root ball. That way the roots will have an easy time getting into the new soil. I don't think that's twice as wide, but the soil's pretty loose. I think it'll be okay. And of course, you know, I'm gonna plant it a little bit high so the water won't pool. It'll kind of run off, and you know, the soil's gonna settle. This bed faces east, so it'll get a lot of morning sun, and then it'll get shade in the brutal hot afternoon, especially in the summer. right. I got them all transplanted. Can you tell which ones are the new ones? Or the transplanted ones? It's 1, 2, 3. Those 3. They look good. They blend right in. They'll get to growing in no time. Just need to water them in. Isn't it pretty? I'm going to see if I can't zoom this in and show y'all where the creek is. Where's my hand? That spot right beyond there, that's the creek. You can kind of see the sand from here. Such a beautiful day. Thankful to be out here enjoying it. That's about all I'm going to do in today's video. Even though it took me 3 days to get the job done, I'm glad I finished it. I think that the hedge, the boxwood hedge, I think it'll grow together in no time and be so pretty. And then with the roses growing up behind it, and the Fat's Hedra and the oak leaf hydrangea to match that one over there. And then I may even plant something else right behind the boxwoods. Some kind of perennial, like maybe, I don't know, some salvia. Salvia always does well for me. I think that'll be just beautiful. Well, I appreciate y'all watching this video and hanging out with me today. Ooh, I almost need a hard hat to be over here with all these acorns falling. If y'all would, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification so you'll be notified anytime that I have a new video out. I just do content like this. It's not on a big scale. It's not on an expensive scale at all. It's pretty much just what I can do here in my yard by myself. Like this project today, which was fun. I enjoyed the weather, enjoyed the pretty day, and got something productive done. So until next time, y'all, bye-bye. Danny did dig the 3rd hole for me. So we transplanted the 3rd Sunshine Illicium. I'll show you. Golly at the acorns. There she is. So pretty. See? Ooh. How it was kind of bleached because it was getting too much sun. So now she's over here with her sisters, and hopefully they'll all thrive. Now I know this one and this one is a variety called Banana Appeal. This one might be a different variety. That may be why the yellow color's a little different. I don't know. Or maybe it'll get more yellow with a little more sunshine than what it was getting sitting right next to the house. Well, it's just an experiment. We'll have to see. We'll find out together, y'all.